Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee with Lisa. I'm Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp. It is Sunday, February 18th, 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new to this podcast, and even if you're not, please be sure to check out my website at lisahopp.com for all about my services and all about my upcoming events and all about why I do this work that I do, which is all about teaching and healing. I appreciate you all so much for listening. Please be also sure to like, subscribe, and share if you are listening to this on YouTube. And also follow me on my Facebook business page at Lisa M. Hopp, Spiritual Coach and Medium. I'm also on Instagram under Spirit Teacher Lisa Hopp or Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp. Thank you so much. It's one of those, but find me. And so today's topic is kind of like a part 2 continuation of last week. But if you didn't listen last week yet, this covers it. What a week! What a week in the world, and perhaps a week for you personally, because we're all going through a time of healing, a time of purging, time of dispensing out these lower emotions in order to really ascend ourselves, raise ourselves in order to be able to handle the higher energies of heaven that are trying to come to earth. And they're dripping in here. They're on their way. It is the time of Aquarius. The time that you heard about maybe if you were on this earth 50 years ago. It is now in the process of arriving. And so today's topic is about observing, but not absorbing. Because, oh my gosh, this week, just the other day I tuned into the news because I like to be informed. And the news, of course, is all bad news. Someone's been murdered. Someone's been attacked. Fear. Shake. It sells. Sensationalism sells. And then at the end, I love this makes me smile, usually at the end of a broadcast to put good news. This is a positive story now. Wouldn't it be wonderful if they kind of did it like, good news, this also happened. Good news, this also happened a bit. I think that would actually increase their ratings, but they haven't learned that yet. And of course, there is, the news will tell you about violence and things happening in wars and divisiveness and all this. But here's the thing. We're in an age now where this is happening, but is it happening more? We know about it more, don't we? But we're also in a technology age where we have access to everything. And personally, I love it. I love having a question and putting it in and getting an answer. I love AI for that. But we also are in a time where we have to make sure that we're not getting false information, that we're not being played, that we're not being scammed. And so it is a time when your intuition is necessary and your wisdom is necessary and being centered is necessary. So today, I'd like to give you some tips of how to have a body, to have a mindset, to have energy that is being used in such a way that you are well, that you are healthy, that you're doing healthy purging, that you're not hurting yourself in any way through access of this world. And here's another thing too. It's not just about what you're exposed to when you turn on the news or when you go to work. You're living with people, some of you, if not most of you, that are going through healing too. So you have to watch not to absorb their energies and the energies of who's connected to them. Meaning when they go to work or when they have customers or anything like that. So it is about, as I have alluded to before, being in such a state that the beach ball of negativity bounces right off of you. Another story bounces off of you. And you can only feel compassion. You can only feel empathy and not any of their stuff. Do not absorb their stuff. So here is how you do it. First off is an understanding that your body and your mental state and your spiritual state and your emotional state must be strong and must be well. And it means you have to put yourself first. You have to treat yourself like a china doll, like you're fragile, like Humpty Dumpty, so strong that Humpty Dumpty does not shatter when Humpty Dumpty hits the floor. All right? You have to be a diva like that, whether you are male or female. You have to be non-relenting about it. You have to be disciplined. Do you know, and if you listen every week, you know that every person on this earth that is wealthy in a spiritually wealthy way, that keeps having good karma work for them, that has the flow coming into them every day, is disciplined. Disciplined. I did it this morning, and I did it the other morning, and I'm doing it every morning, where before I even go to my emails, I know they do this, so I'm following their example. I'm a business owner, but before I go to my emails in the morning, I am going to do my affirmations, do my visualizations of my ideal life, read a chapter of a spiritual book. I'm doing that before breakfast, and then I have breakfast, and I eat healthier with breakfast most days. I didn't, like, for instance, on Valentine's Day necessarily, or on a day where the treats come in, but I would say 99% of days I'm eating a healthy breakfast after that. And then I go to work. Then I check the emails. Then I pay the bills. Then I answer clients. All of that stuff. Then I get ready for work. Then perhaps I work before I go into work, which is very common, yes, every day. And so put yourself first. Now, that means for you a discipline, because some of you have children that need to get off to school. Some of you have a responsibility of a job where you have to get there by a certain time. So block out perhaps 10 minutes even, just that, to do this. And then what you do is that you hold that feeling as much as you can throughout the day. Now, circumstances of life, people, work that you have to do will put it aside for you. But catch yourself. Are you feeling that ideal life? And if not, you get back to it. You get back to that sensation. That's the discipline. What you visualize while feeling it at the start of the day. You hold it all day. You walk around like it is achieved, that it has happened. And when you notice you're not there, you go back to it. You center yourself in the moment and you go back to it. For me, I love to be in that I am space. I am is the whole. It is my connection and your connection to the universe, to manifestation, to God's source. And you feel light and you feel part. It's almost like you feel like you're in outer space. You're not part of your physical body. You feel like you are beyond it, that you have expanded beyond it. And when you achieve that, that's where the healing takes place. That's where the abundance happens. That is where the love forms. And also, feeling love as much as you can for everyone you come in contact, even those that test you. You don't have to say it to them. You have to be authentic. The universe knows when you're authentic. I see people faking it. And I smile. Because the universe knows when you're faking it. And they don't bring you the fake. They bring you who you truly are. The universe bounces back to you what you truly put out. Though, yes, you should always speak with kindness. You should always speak with gratitude. But the universe knows you, knows who you truly are, and it's going to send you back who you truly are, not initially what you're trying to pull off, what you're trying to pull off inauthentically. Now, in this moment, what I'm more speaking about, when I'm speaking about people not being authentic, they're not trying to pull something off. They're trying to be inauthentic, right? When you're inauthentic, you get back inauthentic. You get back what you put out. So when you speak and say, I love giving, you better love giving. If you don't love giving in that moment, you're going to get stifled. You're going to receive stifled on what you put out. So work up the feelings, work up the authentic feelings of love giving, love mankind, love your purpose, love whomever. Sometimes I'll have the news on sometimes, and a story, somebody will come on a story which features a witness or a person that's the main part of the story, and I'll just send them love. Just send them love. Sometimes I even see myself grasping their face in my hands to give that love. Applaud people who win. Be happy for them. Be kind to a stranger always, even if they're tested. I was in the store the other day, grocery store, and the cashier was talking to herself while I was bagging. And I noticed that she wasn't talking kindly. She was doing a rampage of how much she hated where she was and how awful customers were and everything negative. And she didn't realize, let me say, her own power. She didn't realize she was manifesting more than that. Now, normally I leave you alone when I'm out in public. I'm just being kind. I'm just asking how you are, But this time I had to intercede. And I said to her, I said to her basically, you're bringing to you what you don't want. Change it up. Proclaim for yourself a pleasant work environment, great customers. What you talk about, you get. Do you really want what you're talking about right now? And by the way, no, I said it very kindly with a smile. I even didn't use this particular tone, but I had to. And she responded. She said, but, it's like, oh wait, no, it's, you can change it. You have that power. So try that. Try affirming this. I am this. I am that. She started to do it. She started to do it right in front of me. And I thought, I don't know if she'll do it overall. I don't know if she'll continue, but I seeded it. I seeded her knowing maybe next time when she goes off like that about herself and her life, basically complaining about her life out loud. By the way, she wasn't screaming it or even loud. I just happened to she almost had an undertone. But I caught it. I'm like, wait, this is overall negative, what she's saying. And she wasn't talking to me. She was literally just talking to herself. So I'm hoping that there was a seed. And that next time she goes to proclaim to herself, this is how her life is, that she'll change it and reverse it and proclaim better, because she was young and she deserves it. She deserves, as all of us do, to have the best life possible. And I think I might have seeded it. And so I had to speak up. If you are in that circumstance at times, it's not good to lecture. A person has to be open to receiving. I think she was open to receiving. So I had to watch my tone, watch your tone. But there's often an opportunity to help someone in that way. To seed positive, to seed prosperity, to seed faith, to seed belief in themselves, to seed hope. Seed hope. And that, by the way, is priceless. That is worth more than giving them any amount of money, or giving them a new job, or giving them anything, because it puts the power in their hands. It's a priceless gift. So think about doing that if you're ever in the circumstance that I was. And sometimes, yes, let's say she was someone who was incredibly unhappy and directed her animosity and negativity about her life onto me. Don't give it back. Don't return what you're being given. Give back something, even if it's not a reaction, at the least. Give back something that is still kind, that is in some way an act of love. Sometimes it's just not letting them pull you in. I think I have pretty much near perfected not being pulled in anymore. But even in recent months, I was again. And I'm like, no, this is over. This is done. People will pull you into their pain and try to let you take it for them. You can send them love. You can send them empathy. You can send them compassion. But you're not supposed to take it. So know that about this observing but not absorbing. Don't let another give it to you. It's called projection. So back to this. Your body, by not allowing yourself to take on another's pain and allow it to harm you, is so important. But here's how you get your body in the best state. Besides, watching what you're absorbed to, what you're exposed to. If the news makes you feel bad, read about it, move on, don't live it. If being around negative people makes you feel bad, try to center yourself and block it or avoid it altogether. Eat healthy. Plant-based eating, Mediterranean diet, they're not a fad. They are a way of life. Add more healthy, small town, locally grown food to your diet. Stay away as much as possible from processed. Feed your instrument. In doing so, you feed your health. And your body will tell you what feels good. When I eat too much sugar, I start biting my nails. I start feeling edgy. That's not good. So limit or eliminate what your body doesn't like. It'll always tell you. Your digestive area will act up. Your nervous system will show you. Listen to it. Be disciplined. Drink plenty of water, healthy water. Exercise. Exercise doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do what you hate with exercise. Take a walk. Stretch. Get up every once in a while if you're more sedentary and walk around. Your body will thank you. Those who live in what's called the blue zones. The blue zones are conducive to people living older, even some to 100 or over. They're very active. They have healthier plant-based diets more. They avoid meat unless it's a special occasion. They will be active in that they walk a lot everywhere. Up hills, down hills. They also have community. They have people that support them. Get your support team around you. If it's not there enough now, expand it. What common interests do you have with people? Get your people around you that promote you, and you can promote them. Be around who you'd like to be, and be around who's best for you to be around, who can lift you up and you can lift them up. Laughter. People who make you laugh, that are easy, that are fun, that are trustworthy, that are dependable. Affirm that you have that. Perhaps join a club that has something that would make you feel included, that you have community. Perhaps it is a grief support group. Whatever you need, attend that. It'll make you young. It'll make you happy. It'll help you not to absorb. Now, if you find your group is bringing you things that you don't want, they're not your group. Okay? They have to be supportive. Millionaires and billionaires have mastermind groups. They are people that promote ideas with each other. And by the way, the mastermind groups, you can't get in unless you're one of them. Millionaires not going to let someone who's not a millionaire into their mastermind group because they're not aligned with you or them. Okay? But can you learn from someone who's very successful? Yes. Can you speak with them? Yes. On social media often. I love it when millionaires that I know like comments I make and go, that's excellent, Lisa. I'm like, yes. That give me time. One gave me 30 minutes once to speak with me. They'll do that. But it does. And so align with them in that way. Feel yourself a part of their energy. And in doing so, you raise your vibration up to further become a part of their energy. And that goes the same with health. Surround yourself with healthier mindsets. Perhaps healthier people if you want health. If you are diagnosed with cancer and surround yourself only with those going through cancer, that's not going to help your health. It's going to bring forward to you more of what you don't want, the dis-ease. Affirm health, healthy practices, and surround yourself with healthy people. When it comes to love, feel in love. Again, send out love. Just recently, the angels gave me that in order to increase prosperity, you must feel love. Feel love for the stranger. Feel love for the enemy. Feel love for the friend. Feel love for the family member. The more you feel love, the greater your immune system will be. The healthier you will be. The bubble will be there. The buffer will be there. And the toxicity of the world will bounce off of you. Others' dramas will bounce off of you. Your boss's bad day will bounce off of you. Body, mind, spirit. Eat well. Exercise. Have a community around you that supports you. Notice what within yourself needs to heal. And heal it. There are techniques. I offer techniques of hypnosis and healing. Emotional freedom techniques such as tapping and Sedona method. Heal. Heal yourself Scream it out in the shower. Walk it off. Whatever you need to do to purge, to disperse, will help the world and anything around you, your environment, to bounce away, to not be absorbed. So when it's not absorbed, you're not attracting it. You're not bringing it to you because you're not putting it out to bring it back to you. So you'll see that people who are more dramatic around you will back up. Or perhaps you'll back up from them. But you'll notice that others back up from you. And look at it, and even if it is not something you feel is good at first, you're upgrading. See that it has to be an upgrade. You'll notice that you get promotions or increase in prosperity. You notice that those around you start to become more and more loving towards you. Maybe people come back into your life to be more loving. I'm finding that myself. People are arriving back. Well, thank you. Because you're putting out vibrations that people want to be a part of. And people who don't want to be a part of loving, positive vibrations will go away. And honor that. You might find that you now have the strength to make changes yourself. But more, as I tell you, that what you put out comes back. So if you are putting out lightness, love, health, strength, that is what you're getting back. And it multiplies. It multiplies as it comes back. So you get more than you even put out. So again, be in the present moment and watch, what am I putting in my system in every way? Food-wise, liquid-wise, relationship-wise. Negativity, what am I being exposed to? And eliminate it. Give love to those, even if you feel they don't deserve it, with your vibration, with your thoughts, with your emotions, and watch your life turn for the better. You have the power to be unlimited. You are unlimited. You just don't know it probably fully. Give that unlimited potential and possibility. Get it into your life, and you will see favor. I guarantee it. It's natural law. It's natural energy. And it's what you deserve. It's what you're worthy of. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that helped. And until next time, remember, please like, subscribe, and share, especially if you think that this will help another, because again, that's a priceless gift. And follow me on my Facebook business page. Check out my website. Most of my appointments are available via telephone and Zoom as well. Next week's podcast will be on the road. Yes, I travel with work, but I'll come to you then. And so thank you, thank you, thank you. And once again, all the best. Many blessings. Until next time.